Oh, now we're being joined by DJ Fluker. Mr. Fluker, Greg Cosell.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Now, DJ, I'm 6'4", okay? And normally I don't feel small. I feel a little small right now. Now, DJ's from University of Alabama, played right tackle. Won a few national championships, huh?
About 3.
Just about 3, huh?
Yeah, about 3 championships so far.
There you go. So you're used to winning football games.
Used to it every day.
Every day.
Every day. It's a challenge.
So now, obviously you played right tackle. Okay. Have people, when they've talked to you now, have they talked to you about staying at right tackle? Has anybody talked to you about moving inside to guard? Where have you, in your conversations with teams, what have those conversations been like, and what have they talked to you about?
You know, well, at the end of the day, I mean, I've had a couple teams tell me I can play right guard and right tackle.
Right.
And left tackle as well.
Really?
You know,
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I've dropped weight, I lost weight, I'm dedicated to what I'm doing, and, you know, the sky's the limit. You know, and a lot of teams tell me that they love the way I play. I play with passion. And, you know, you really don't find out of a lot of players. And I want to be a special guy.
Now. I mean, I watched a lot of Alabama games on tape, and you're a powerful dude now. I mean, you come off the ball and you move people.
Definitely, that's my job.
Right.
Destroy at the point of attack.
Oh,
that's it.
Because, you know, it's funny. I felt watching you on film, you can play right tackle, but I thought if you moved inside, I thought you could be an all-pro guard as a rookie. Because, you know, that you struck me as that kind of player, because just the way you come off the ball, your leverage, your power, you know, in your core and in your legs. I mean, you were just an explosively powerful man as a run blocker.
Right. I mean, that's great. You know, playing inside, that'd be great. You know, I can always get better. That's right. Thing I tell you about. I'm a team player. I'll play any position on the field. It don't matter what it is, because I'm that type of guy.
Right.
You know, but I mean, I like being a tackle. It's a great feel for me. You know, playing inside, I know things down there is a lot more quicker, but I can do it.
Right.
So I'm not scared of competition. So at the end of the day, you get a guy like that. You know, there's none that I can't do. So you know.
Now, when you came, and I should probably know this, but when you came to Alabama, have you played right tackle your entire time?
When I first got to Alabama, I played left tackle.
That's what I thought
at first.
Yeah.
But I had surgery on my shoulder, so I had to move to right tackle. So I play on the right side. But at first, I did play left tackle.
But the last 2 years, you played right tackle.
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's welcome in Le'Veon Bell, Michigan State.
How you doing?
Greg Cosell, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I remember that opening game this season, Boise State. Was it not?
Yes, sir.
44 carries, was it?
Yes, sir.
How'd you feel the next day?
I mean, I was a little sore, but you know, nothing, too major. I was able to go to practice and not miss anything.
That was the game you jumped over the guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Everybody's, you know what I'm talking about, right? Everybody remembers that. Everybody, you know, because here's a guy, and I don't know what you weigh now. I don't know what you played at, but you're probably in the 230 range, I would imagine.
Yes, sir.
You know,
about 230.
But really light feet. You know, not a big plodding fullback type runner, but a guy with light feet. You know, and I hate to make comparisons because then people immediately think that you're saying that that's the exact same guy. You know how that goes.
Yeah,
you know, you compare a guy to a guy and they think that's, you know. But I mean, I thought your feet for a bigger back were a little like Jerome Bettis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Jerome weighed more than you did, but you have to kind of that light, quick feet. You know, and that's a good comparison, by the way.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Definitely is.
All right. You didn't react, so I just want to make sure you knew that was a good comparison.
I'll just let you finish.
You just wanted me to keep going. So, you know, what do you think? Let me throw this out to you. And you've heard this, I'm sure. Okay. You hear now in the NFL, the running back isn't that important anymore. You know, you can get running backs anywhere in the draft. So guys who might have a lot of talent, you know, that's great, but they don't need to draft those guys till the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round because, you know, it's not a running league. It's all about passing. You know, what do you think of that, and how do you think that's going to affect you when it comes to the draft?
You know, I think it'll take a little bit of effect. You know, the running backs are getting a little undervalued, but, you know, we can put it on this class, you know, and bring it back. You know, I mean, it's a lot of guys in this class. I'm going to go out there and make plays. You know, it's bigger guys, it's scat guys, you know, scat type of backs, and, you know, versatile players, you know, so I'm going to do my best to try to bring the value back to the running back position. I'm sure others will do the same.
Well, it's funny because he blocked for a guy, Eddie Lacy, who I think you two guys, Eddie Lacy and you, Le'Veon, are the two, foundation feature backs, the best two coming out in this draft. And I'm real anxious to see. You blocked for a lot of good guys.
I have.
You've been lucky now.
Yes, sir.
Trent Richardson, Eddie Lacy.
Mark Ingram.
He wasn't bad either.
He wasn't too bad, was he?
Yeah.
All good guys, yeah.
So, I mean, I think like Lacy and you, Le'Veon, are really, really good foundation backs. I'm really anxious to see how this plays out. Because, the one thing about this whole value thing, and I talked to a lot of coaches about this, and you'll appreciate it. Everybody talks about the value of backs and it's going down until you get into a game where there's 6 minutes left and you're up by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to run the ball. And you know that as an O-lineman, that's your time.
That's it. Time
to eat. Huh?
Right. That's your time. But it's your time, too.
Time to eat.
Right. So, I mean, that's when coaches, they don't get into these philosophical discussions about value. They want to run the ball.
Right.
And if you don't have a good back, it doesn't work out quite as well.
Exactly.
So it's always easy to talk about value now, but when it's week 6 and you got to win a game by running the ball, you got to run the ball. Gotcha. So that's the way coaches talk. But so when teams have talked to you, and the other thing I wanted to just mention as a positive now, so I want to see you smile now. I'm talking positive stuff.
Okay.
You catch the ball very well. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. Because I think a lot of people just think of you in terms of, he's a big back, he's a grinder. But you caught the ball pretty well.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, I like to, keep my game balanced. Like you said, a lot of people look at me, 235-pound guy, 240. He's a plotter. And that's not the type of runner I am. That's not the type of player I am. I like to be versatile and catch the ball out of the backfield. I like catching the ball. I actually wanted to play receiver when I was younger.
Oh, okay. Did you want to play receiver when you were younger?
I want to play tight end.
There you go.
There you go. Receiver.
There you go.
Kinda.
Be like Ozzie Newsome back in the day.
Now, you from Alabama originally?
No, I'm New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
But I was born in Mobile because my dad, he was in the Army. So we moved around a little bit.
So now, obviously, look, you played in the Big Ten, you played in the SEC. Very good quality of competition, okay, all throughout your career. Mm-hmm. You guys think about, what it's going to be like to line up against guys, that maybe you watch on Sundays or maybe have been, like you're a tackle.
Right.
Who are the guys that you've tried to, in a sense, pattern yourself? Guys who've played that. Because I remember being at the Super Bowl with Chris Falk, Chris at all from LSU?
Yeah, I do.
And he didn't play this past season.
Right.
I was actually out to dinner with him at the Super Bowl, and at the restaurant, in walks Jonathan Ogden. And I thought Chris Falk was going to hyperventilate because he was so excited to meet his hero because he's a tackle.
Right.
So who are the guys you sort of, as growing up playing tackle that you kind of looked up to?
I looked at. I looked at some old film about Anthony Munoz from the Bengals.
Anthony's the best now.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Great tackle, probably one of the best.
Oh my God.
And I also one more guy is Jason Peters.
Interesting.
And from the Eagles, he's aggressive. Those guys get after it. I compare my game. I compare my game to theirs. I have long arms.
Right.
I keep my quarterback clean, and that's the main thing. Getting him off the field. And that's what I look at. That's what I look at on the field as being a tackle, being able to make my reads. Because as a tackle, you have to be able to read safety.
Right.
So you have to read defense.
That's a great point. 2 guys you should look at. Can I give you 2 guys?
Sure.
Orlando Pace, Walter Jones. Take a look at those guys. All right. Who did you sort of, when you, as a running back, junior high, high school, who are the guys you kind of looked at and said, wow, that's pretty good?
Steven Jackson.
Interesting.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Aaron Foster starting to come on.
Right.
I started starting to watch him. Those 2 I patterned my game after the most, I feel like, especially Steven Jackson growing up.
Steven Jackson is so not talked about, and he's so good.
Very good.
Well, guys, DJ, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Le'Veon, awesome to meet you, man. Good luck. Man. All right.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, DJ Fluker, Le'Veon Bell.
Hey, DJ, just real quick, if I don't get a chance, man, I would love to see the Giants pick you, man. We need you to protect you. I need you. Get used to being in New York, man, because I think this is where you're coming.
They pick at 19, by the way.
That'll work.
They pick
Yeah,
at
that
19.
works, right?
That'll work.
Well, you got a fan, You probably have many. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
All right, DJ Fluker, Le'Veon Bell, 2 guys. DJ might hear his name called tomorrow night. I bet he will. And I'm hoping now Le'Veon Bell, who's talented enough, should hear his name on Friday night. That's what I'm hoping anyway.